The finale of The White Lotus Season 3 has just aired, leaving us all speechless with gunfights, poisoning, and intense drama that's kept us guessing since the first episode when Belinda's son Zion barely escaped a spray of bullets. While the last season gave fans plenty to talk about, there's already something even more exciting on the horizon. Season 4 is officially happening. And now, the biggest mystery everyone's trying to solve isn't about who dies or who did it, but where the next story will unfold. Right now, HBO hasn't officially confirmed where Season 4 will be filmed, but all signs are pointing toward Mexico. And we're not just guessing. There's strong reason to believe it's a real possibility. According to a source close to the production, the White Lotus creator Mike White took a private trip to the Four Seasons Tamarindo in Mexico back in December. This place isn't just any resort. It's one of the most exclusive and breathtaking properties in the country, hidden on Mexico's Pacific coast, in a quiet and untouched natural setting. The Four Seasons Tamarindo is surrounded by cliffs, jungle, and ocean views, making it a perfect fit for the kind of mysterious and cinematic atmosphere the series is known for. Sources say Mike White loved the resort, and though his trip was personal, people close to the team believe it was also a way to test whether the location could work for the next season. But just because Mexico is a top choice doesn't mean it's locked in. A source from production mentioned that things can still change at the last minute. Another insider said the official scouting process hasn't started yet and won't begin until later this summer. So the location could still shift depending on logistics, themes, and what fits Mike White's vision best. That said, we've been doing a bit of detective work ourselves, and based on everything we know, we've narrowed down the most likely options. First, we looked at the existing Four Seasons locations around the world, 134 in total. Then we ruled out the obvious ones. Asia is out because Season 3 was filmed in Thailand, so they likely won't return to that continent immediately. Hawaii and Italy are also off the list since the show has already featured those locations. That left us with 91 options. Then we removed the big city properties like Paris, Tokyo, and New York. The White Lotus isn't about city life. It's about characters stuck together in a resort, isolated and unaware of how much chaos is building around them. After removing those, we looked at what remains: natural, luxurious places that offer both beauty and potential danger, which include 33 properties. Mike White said recently he wants to move away from the crashing waves against rocks vibe. Also, back in February, HBO executive Francesca Orsi gave a small hint that the next season of The White Lotus might take place in Europe. Also, some insiders say that the location scouting trip is now planned for summer. Based on these comments, there seem to be only two possible choices: one in Hampshire, England, and the other in Megève, France. But it's very likely that rich American travelers would prefer a fancy resort in Europe rather than a quiet place in the English countryside. That's why we believe that The White Lotus Season 4 could be filmed at the Four Seasons Hotel in Megève, France. This hotel is a luxury mountain resort in the French Alps. It's close to Annecy, Chamonix, and Mont Blanc. Even though filming in the Alps during winter could be difficult because of the weather and travel issues, it's more likely that the story will take place in the summer season. With the comments from Mike White and insider comments, it looks like Megève, France might be the so. While HBO hasn't made an official announcement yet, we've got a good feeling. With scouting expected to start this summer and filming set for 2026, it's only a matter of time before the next location is revealed. And whether it's the mystical hills of Mexico or the luxury peaks of France, one thing's for sure: Season 4 of The White Lotus is going to be just as deadly and addictive as ever.